St. Thomas Aquinas defines friendship as including three things. First of all, it's a knowledge element where there's a communication and a personal sharing. Then there's a mutuality, and so there's a mutual self-giving love that has to take place. Friendship can't be a one-way street. For the friendship to be complete, the beloved has to give back. And the third thing is benevolent love. So we have to love our friend for our friend's own sake and be willing to ultimately sacrifice for our friend's good. And those are three key characteristics within a graced friendship. In the first reading, we see that there is definitely a communication of the Lord's self in giving his name to Moses. Moses is concerned with the Israelites' capacity for reciprocation. He says, "This indeed is a stiff-necked people, yet pardon our wickedness," he asks the Lord, "pardon our wickedness." Now, the other thing about the first reading is there's a recognition of God's, the highness of his divinity. And this really takes the greatest form in the responsorial psalm. "Blessed are you, O Lord, the God of our fathers, praiseworthy and exalted above all forever." And there's kind of a litany of blessings there that are proper to recognize as we enter into a graced friendship with the Most High God. The gospel also is the final manifestation of the divine friendship, that it's offered in and through our Lord Jesus Christ. And it's appropriate for us to reflect upon how Mary is actually a great contrast to the Israelites who were stiff-necked. She, being the spouse of the Spirit and true daughter of the Father, is enabled to become the mother of the Son through her fiat, through her not being so stiff-necked, but through her being docile. And because of that cooperation with God, she's able to play a role in his great offering of the divine friendship to mankind. And finally, the second reading is instructions for how people might be able to live graced friendship amongst themselves. Brothers and sisters, rejoice, mend your ways, encourage one another, agree with one another, live in peace, and the God of love and peace will be with you. So maybe as something practical that we could do for Holy Trinity Sunday, let's enter more deeply into graced friendships, enter into the blessing of friendships in the Trinity.